Over the past 10 years, long-term investments in Rolex watches have beaten those in gold, real estate, and even the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Rolex has raised its retail prices to start the new year. Some of the brand's most iconic wristwatches have witnessed average price increases of 3.4%, thanks to the minor price adjustments on Rolex.com. Which would you choose as the best investment in 2011 if you were given the option between a $50,000 gold bar, a $5,000 index fund invested in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or a Rolex Submariner? You would have won if you had gone with the Submariner. However, the market leaders' models vary in terms of which ones provide the best investment prospects. Therefore, we'll tell you which 10 Rolex watches are the greatest. So if you want to know what those are, finish this video. But before that, hey there! Welcome to the Content Promoter. This is Megan, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos like this. Number 10. Rolex OYSTER Perpetual Tiffany. The design of the OYSTER Everlasting model distinguishes them as the emblems of timeless and enduring style. They exhibit ageless design and functionality deeply rooted in Rolex's innovative beginnings. The design that Rolex called turquoise blue garnered a lot of attention. This dial features a vibrant and usually for Rolex watches fresh turquoise hue with the newest generation caliber, thinner lugs, and most crucially, a completely new, outlandish range of dial colors. Due to their resemblance to the original Stella displays that Rolex manufactured for the Day-Date and OYSTER Date collections in the past, these striking colors were rapidly referred to as stellar dials. Strong, attractive, and using technology that has received Swiss certification, the OYSTER Everlasting collection embodies that Rolex brand style and sophistication and is a priceless status symbol that can catch the eye of your peers. Number 9. Daytona John Mayer Green Dial. Most watch collectors will, at some point or another, have a Rolex Daytona in their collection because it is a timeless classic. John Mayer co-signed a collection, giving the Rolex COSMOGRAPH Daytona his approval. The beautiful watch with the green face and yellow gold case has since become more expensive. The reference 11650 is an intriguing combination of sporting elegance and functionality, making it even more appealing to watch collectors. Additionally, it's difficult not to acquire. I was transfixed by the dial's shifting color, which appeared bright green or black, depending on the sun's angle. No, the timepiece is not a limited edition honoring the well-known musician. It has nothing to do with John. However, the American singer is an avid watch collector and has regularly been seen donning the gold piece. And with that, the green-dialed, yellow-gilded Daytona earned the moniker John Mayer Daytona. Number 8. Explorer 2 Ref 216570. A current modern Rolex sports watch, the Explorer 2 Reference 216570 is the best choice. The watch has a 42mm stainless steel case and a date display in addition to GMT capabilities, a fixed 24-hour outer bezel and a matching triple-link OYSTER bracelet. Even though it is noticeably more durable than previous iterations, the watch is still easily recognizable as an Explorer, with its maxi-type dial sporting some of the boldest characteristics ever seen in the collections. The reference efforts by Rolex to modernize are even more noticeable on the dial. The reference 216570 was used for 10 years until it was ultimately phased out in 2021, exponentially increasing its popularity. Additionally, the polar variants are far more expensive, making investments safer. Number 7. Submariner Ref 116610LN. The Rolex Submariner is undoubtedly the best investment Rolex piece for this year. The watch is also beautiful to look at. However, it is noticeably robust and athletic. Due to the watch's remarkable quality and increasing price, new Submariner models with ceramic bezels are extremely popular among watch collectors. The reference features larger crown guards, thicker lugs, a Sarachrome ceramic bezel inlay, a fully redesigned bracelet and clasp, and larger hands and hour markers. Even though it provides several substantial improvements over its predecessor, the new Submariner reference maintains the same classic and highly practical design language. Therefore, the reference 116610LN will be a superb alternative to fetch an exceptional retail value in the future if you follow the rising price trend. Number 6. GMT-MASTER Rev 1675. The iconic Rolex GMT-MASTER, produced from 1959 to 1980 and first created for airline pilots, is a true classic. The GMT-MASTER reference 1675 will be your smart choice if you want to invest in a watch with a vintage feel and a great return on investment. You can never go wrong with the instantly identifiable Pepsi bezel, matte black dial, and dazzling tritium R markings. In addition, pilots could read local time and GMT at once thanks to the dual time watch. While local time is presented by the conventional 12-hour hand, the reference time is provided by an arrow-tipped 24-hour hand pointing to a 24-hour marked rotating bezel. The older they become, the more expensive these retro icons will be. So buy one now. Number 5. Rolex COSMOGRAPH DAYTONA, reference 116520. Any DAYTONA is known to exist has extremely expensive costs. The cost of the timepieces has only gone up since their introduction in 2000. Due to the costly manufacturing process, limited model availability, watch collectors' desire has only grown. The highly polished steel bezel with a tachymeter scale engraved around it and the reference endorsement of a potent engine immediately draw the eye. The dial's contrasted appearance of black and white with metals presents the unmistakable chronograph aesthetic, with a dateless display that is incredibly well-balanced and symmetrical. The price of the Rolex Daytona reference to 116520 will probably rise in value with time, much like other Daytona references. Number 4. Rolex Day-Date Rev 228235. Made with high-quality materials. Among watches, the Rolex Day-Date is a classic. The timepieces are available in rose gold and platinum. Its most well-known name, the President Watch, reflects the timepiece's strength and authority in society. In 1956, the Day-Date made its debut, showcasing a special Day-Date display function. The fluted bezel on a Rolex is a distinctive feature. Initially, the OYSTER bezel's fluting acted as a means of attaching the bezel to the case, which helped to assure the watch's waterproofness. The fluting evolved into an aesthetic component and a real Rolex distinctive feature throughout time. Invest in reference 228235, a timepiece with a fluted bezel and a bright green dial, to resell it for a great price. Due to their distinctive qualities, the timepieces are in high demand on the market all year long. Number 3. Rolex Lady Datejust Rev 69173. Even though the Lady Datejust range by Rolex is simply a scaled-down version of the men's watch line, the two lines have distinct personalities. They are the perfect complement to more formal attire, thanks to their understated strength and simple elegance, and they also don't seem out of place when used as a tool watch. Similar to most updates in Datejust history, this one was brought about by adding a brand new movement. Externally, there was little to distinguish one series from the other. No other watch, not even brand icons like the Submariner, the GMT-MASTER, the Daytona, or even the men's version, outsells the Lady DATEJUST, making it an excellent investment piece. It continued where its predecessor had left off, maintaining its record as the best-selling model that Rolex produces. Number 2. Rolex DATEJUST Chronograph Ref 116263. The self-winding automatic Rolex DATEJUST Chronograph watch has a 36mm stainless steel case, an 18K yellow gold fluted bezel that surrounds a white dial, and an 18K yellow gold oyster band with a folding buckle. One of the most underappreciated timepieces from the brand is a Rolex DATEJUST Chronograph. Despite having a distinguished heritage, the Chronograph failed to gain the same popularity as watches like the Submariner, DAYTONA, and GMT-MASTER. Early iterations resembled the Submariner, but it finally became a member of the DATEJUST family. Nevertheless, it's a watch worth keeping because of its significance to both modern sports watches and the history of Rolex. If you want to know the top of our list, make sure to finish this video. But before we continue, if you want your comments to be highlighted, try our super thanks. Or if you don't want to and just want to support this channel, join our membership program. Number 1. Rolex CELLINI King MIDAS. Rolex unveiled the heaviest gold watch on the market in 1964, fittingly named the Midas, after the legendary Greek king who could convert anything he touched into gold. The King Midas watch was carved from a single block of 18K yellow or white gold and weighed between 150 and 200 grams. It featured a manually wound movement and an unusual form of the asymmetrical case with a thick integrated band. It was not only the most expensive Rolex of its time, but also the heaviest gold watch. The words King and Midas are engraved on the side of the case, opposite the sawtooth winding crown, in case someone forgets the watch's name. The Parthenon Temple of Athena in Greece served as the design inspiration for the Rolex King Midas. The thick bracelet grooves stand in for the columns, and the triangular tip of the watch mimics the roof of a temple when it is turned on its side with the winding crown facing up. And that's it! What do you think of this Rolex collection? Are you planning to buy one? Or do you currently own one? Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, this is Megan, and thank you for watching. Now, if watches are not the only thing you want someday, and you plan on cruising around the world, because who doesn't want to enjoy the luxurious and once-in-a-lifetime experience of cruising the world? Well, you might want to check out this video. Just click and watch this video to know more about this insanely luxurious yacht.